Welcome back to Chastastic Gaming. I'm Chastastic, and today we're once again playing Sonic Mania, the amazing game that is. Oh, and I'm super excited. So where did we get last night? We got to Hydrocity Zone, an absolutely fantastic level, and I'm looking forward. Now, I do just need to ask, I have been making some tweaks to my stream settings, so if there are anything weird going on with the stream, please let me know. Perfect timing, just refreshed my subs feed. Of course it is John Scott. Always got to love a bit of Sonic. Oh, straight away we grabbed ourselves. So this is where we were. I forgot we got as far as Hydrocity Zone. I remember there's some weird stuff goes on in this level. Oh, okay. Seem to be experiencing a little bit of slowdown there. I wonder what's going on there. I may need to refresh some of my settings depending on if this slowdown continues. I'm sorry, I may need to, yeah. I think, as I said, please bear with me. I am just trying to adjust some settings. This should fix it. I may go quiet for a moment. Hopefully that stop wasn't too intrusive. That should stop the slowdown. I'm not sure what sort of effect this will have to the stream. I really need to have a consultation with someone who really knows what they're doing about streams, to be honest. Oh, I kind of forgot that I need to, you know, breathe. Oh, no. Oh, that little so-and-so got me. It's my second death in this playthrough so far, actually. Air. Hydrocity was always a level I actually never really liked that much, but it kind of grew on me. I actually heard a really cool remix done. I can't remember the artist's name. I think they're called Black and White Night. A really good remix of this tune. Definitely recommend it if you can find it. I probably should have jumped there. Weird dopey jellyfish thing. Let's try not to get hit by these spears. There we go. Much better. Don't get got by that guy. Up this way we go. This is looking a lot better until that happened. No. Can you just give me an air bubble? Don't you dare steal it. There we go. Thank God. It was getting a little bit on the tight side there. I've also got my monitors set up a lot better today. I can actually see what you guys are commenting, so it won't take me like half an hour to reply to comments today. What's that do? Okay, that takes away the water. Oh, some boats. I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. Everybody look at me because I'm sailing on a boat. Okay. I hate the boss of this zone. Actually, I found that if you get used to it, the boss of the zone isn't that bad, John Scott. He is a little bit frustrating. Okay. We need to go up. Up. What are you doing? Because we need to go up as the bubble. I forgot that. When I first got this game, I overplayed it, and I knew it inside out, but I actually haven't played it a lot since then, which is part of the reason why I don't really know where I'm going. I'm not really remembering too well. Okay, I can't go that way apparently. What's up here? Hook, line, and sinker. Take that, please. Go down that way rather than going through anything kind of dodgy. I'm actually looking at the stream today compared to yesterday's. Whatever I've changed is making a much better viewing experience. I actually think I would like to thank everyone who'd actually commented and let me know that. The thing about doing these sort of things is you don't actually know what it looks like until you're finished. Oh, unless you've got your screen set up properly, which I did not at the time. Okay, so up we go. Is it bad I bought this game twice, one for the PC for the collector's edition and one for the PS4? I do not think that's bad at all. The collector's edition looked awesome. I just personally, it was a little bit too much for me at the time, but collector's editions, they're cool things to have, but where are you going to put all this stuff? That's, oh, I need to spend more time paying attention. More diligence. Grab that. Another boat. I'm pretty sure there is an achievement in this level for riding on all 3 boats, which I've already got, that's why nothing's popped up. I do not like that guy. Okay. So I'm pretty sure that the bubble thing is actually from Sonic... Sonic CD, I want to say? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Sonic CD where you actually get caught in the bubble. There's so many references to older Sonic games, not just by the levels themselves, but the level names like Hydrocity is from Hydrocity being from Sonic 3, for example. Oh, there's Robotnik hiding away in his scuba suit. Gonna grab that just to... And I think we're coming up to... Oh no. Yeah, I think we're coming up to the boss you're talking about there, John. Wait, am I about to drown? Is the game actually gonna drown me? That was not fair. Okay, this is not ideal. Do not drown me. There we go. At least it's not going to drown me. Not this one, the second one, my bad. Ah. There we go. Got a cheap hit in on him already. So we need to let him drop the bomb. And then we go like that and grab him. Because we want to hit him, but not the bombs. Oh, I think we're gonna... No. Drop that. Let him drop a bomb. String it up. And then hit him again. There we go. That was easy enough. It's not difficult, it's just there's a trick to it. And on we go to hit the point a few times. Excellent. Blink. There we go, we're going to do our victory dance. There you go, Sonic, you're looking a lot happier. So, anyone who's actually interested about stream stuff or actually knows anything about settings you should use for streaming, it turns out what I had been doing wrong is I had my bitrate set way too high. Oh dear, we've went down the low route. I don't think I've been this way. You don't want your bitrate set too high, but you also don't want it set too low. So I was trying to... It wasn't my computer, surprisingly, that couldn't keep up, which actually surprised me because I don't have the strongest... My computer's not super mega computer high-end. It was my internet connection that was my downfall. It was too slow to keep up with the bit rates that I was trying to pump out into YouTube through the stream. Don't want to hit that. Oh, no, no, no. Can you do me a favour? Yes, thank you. Fire me out. Okay. Up there we go. I'm loving this. This is like a completely different route from what I took last time. The last few times I've played it, so I'm actually loving seeing a new part of this game. I don't explore games anywhere near as much as I used to, because I remember when I was younger, I used to love playing the same levels over and over again and finding all the secrets. But it just doesn't seem to be something that I just don't feel like I have the time anymore, I guess, is my main problem. We go. No! We want to get on that. I'm being impatient, so hold it. There you go. Tails and his weird spinning animation. I guess I could say the obvious things, which is how nice are the animations. It's amazing what a few extra frames of animation make to a character. There we go. A much needed extra life following the loss of life that we've already had. Oh, we can go back and get that now. I said this yesterday, and if you press a certain way, it's a certain combination of buttons you can press, and you can actually get Tails. Ah, no, come back down, Tails. Ah. I can never do it when I want to do it. Never mind. I will leave the water shield up there. It shall not be mine on this occasion. Oh. Wonder what's up here. Zoom. So, hi to hi to whoever's just joined the stream. Nope. We do not want to be crushed by that. That may provide us with a bad time. That's easy enough. Kind of overtaking the screen there. Okay, I feel like we're getting somewhere. I feel like this is the boss you were talking about, John. No, it's not the boss just yet. Oh, it is the boss. So yeah, this boss is another... It's a chase boss, but this chase boss is chasing you. So you have to hit these mines and then get the mines to hit the boss. Which, that didn't hit him. That surprised me. Okay. Zigzag through this. Oh. Okay, Tails is... Oh, I could use that. I could actually use... I could actually use some rings. But I do not think I'll be getting rings. Oh no, that did hit him. That's okay. There we go, fortunately for us. But it's not over yet. Oh, we got a ring, a single ring. And this is a throwback to the level 1 Hydrosity boss. Okay. Oh, don't let me drop that. Oh, it's caught us in the worldy wind. The whirlpool is the word I was looking for, not whirlwind. Put me down. Put me down! And I missed that. Ah! Thanks for that, Tails. Where would we be without our little friend Tails to help us finish zones? I actually forgot the order of the zones, to be honest. I could look it up, but where's the fun in that? Mirage Saloon. Okay. So this is the one with all the throwbacks to some of the older characters, particularly from Sonic the Fighters. And the actual level itself, of course, is referencing Sonic 2's Sky Chase Zone, complete with these animals, which are actually the armadillos, but they were originally turtles. And a rocking original track for this game. Tails in his little pilot goggles. It looks so cute, doesn't he? That's merchandising opportunities that Sega need to take advantage of. Oh, and a little jingle there, nods to the Sky Chase zone as well. Just a classic shield. I never understood why they kept the classic shields in this game, because I felt like the environmental shields were just more interesting from a gameplay perspective. But I guess in a level like this, it doesn't really matter what shield you have, because there's only a certain amount of ways that you can tackle each challenge. There we go. Oh, stop flying away, Tails. I like trains. One of the things that I like about this game is it actually just realizes how ridiculous Dr. Robotnik actually is, and it treats him as such. Suppose we could go and try and do another. I know we're not going to get all of them, because we're nearly finished the game and I've only got one Chaos Emerald. But then again, I have only entered one big ring so far. Take this opportunity. We won't follow him directly, but we'll take this opportunity to try and get more rings first. Okay, and then we can focus our efforts on trying to overtake him, to catch up with him. Probably let him get a little bit too far ahead of us. Should be okay. These did take a little bit of getting used to, if I'm honest. Probably should have cut that corner there. Are we gonna... Oh. There we go. Mach 3 is gonna be a game changer. There we go. That was easy enough. Well, wasn't that an enjoyable experience for everyone enjoyable experience for everyone involved? Mirage Saloon. How did I get out here? Oh, that's how I get out there. Oh, that's weird. It doesn't allow. Elemental shields. And into the gun. So Tails can catch us again. I think we're on the boss now. Yes. The Magician. Okay. Okay. This boss is all about the timing. Because if you don't jump just the right moment, you don't hit him. Okay. It's gonna come over this way. There we go. Can I come at it? Yeah, it's easy enough to hit him when he's coming straight at you. The perspective is really, really hard to tell. There we go. You gonna come at me? He's not difficult, he's just... You gotta time it right to hit him. There we go. That's you out the way. Another one of the mirages away from this saloon. I'll just let that drop. Isn't that funny how that's just floating there? I wonder what's holding it up. It's the magician guy's hat. Deceptions. Oh, it's Knack the Weasel. One of the characters from Sonic the Fighters. I think he was also heavily involved in the comic as well. I'm not super clued up in the comic. I know an odd thing here and there. This tune's a bit more chilled out than the first level. Grab that. Oh yeah, if you push this, it lets go down. Wonder what's back here. Huh. Didn't really achieve very much. Oh, fire shield. Oh. I want that fire shield. Can we get back up there? I think we should. Haha. Ah, we'll go down the low route, I suppose. Onto these bar stools. They're traps, aren't they? There is a way to do this. Okay, carefully. And not be tails. Okay, that was easy enough. Oh, is this... Oh yeah, I forgot. This is the bouncy level. The obligatory bouncy level. Thanks for that. That's one of those red guys were actually the blue guys in Spring Yard Zone. Don't. I would love one of those in my house. Just one of those pianos. Just the wee hop he does when he comes off of it. I actually didn't hit the jump button, it jumped itself. Okay, so I think we're gonna try and go up the way. Haha. Levels like this sometimes just play themselves. Lack of control. Oh, I'm at the end of the stage already. So this one, he will attack, he will send illusions at us of different characters. And we have to hit them, then he reveals his real self. There you go, Tails is doing half the work here. Tails seems to be my boss man. Okay, that was easy enough. And I think it's Paul the Polar Bear or something like that. It's something the Polar Bear. I don't think his name's actually Paul. I think I made the name Paul up. I might not even be Polar Bear. I don't know. I remember Knack the Weasel. I think we've got... Ah, you little... So-and-so. There we go. That's another of the hard-boiled heavies out of my life. And I'm excited to see where we're off to next. So, where are we off to? Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the greatest stage of them all? Could be any, because we're literally being fired into the air. Ah, Oil Ocean. Oil Ocean actually in Sonic 2 was one of my least favourite stages. I enjoy it a lot better in Sonic Mania. I don't know why, I just do. But still, I hate those guys. There's all of the enemies within this stage I don't like. If I jumped when I meant to jump, I may have actually not got hit. A fire shield is good to have. But the thing about the fire shield as well is it also sets the oil on fire, which can be a little distracting. Sorry, I didn't know you were alive, man. Alright, that's okay, Bert, that's fine. I just saw your comment there, John. Up we go. Oh, there we go. Set the place on fire. Love this level when first replaying it. So much nostalgia. Was it good nostalgia or bad nostalgia though? When I first played this level, I was a little... I have to say it wasn't my first choice of levels to be remade. But I am happy to say I'm wrong. Unintentional night off, grr. Unintentional night off, sucks to be you. Well, actually, what am I saying, sucks to be you? Night off? I keep forgetting that people have no context to our conversation there, Bert. But... it's alright. It's good to have time off. Think of it as time to yourself. This is one of these levels, the minute I picked up this flame shield, see unless I accidentally run into an enemy. Good nostalgia. Loved this level from the original also. Yeah, this stage, this version of the stage has opened my eyes into what a silly young person I was for not seeing the light. If I'm careful here, I could get another life. Bring that down. I was about to lose that. I need to stop throwing it. No. I get that, Bert. We all, as much as you love your children, you're not always their biggest fan. Now this boss, I don't think I've ever actually been, except for like that. This boss is actually one of the easier bosses. Again, like there's a few bosses in this game which I really feel needed a hard mode. That boss is one of them. So now this level incorporates a mechanic very, very similar to the darkness mechanic from Sandopolis Zone and Sonic and Knuckles. I was forgetting which one it was from there. Sandopolis Zone, I actually enjoyed. That was a zone that I actually enjoyed until you got to the stage until you got to the part of the stage where you had to you had to use the sand to get further up at the stage. Unless you were playing as Tails or Knuckles, that was really, really difficult, because if you went the wrong way, you were at a very, very high risk of crushing yourself, and you wouldn't have been able to get out of it. Sorry for having to mash the jump button there and the annoying noise that it also brings with it. Thank you, Tails. I need it. Oh no. It may not be a disaster that happened. We need some challenge left in the game. I'll grab that. Oh, I missed that. Tails just losing himself as always. I feel like I maybe should have played this game without Tails. Because I feel like Tails is doing me massive favours, especially in boss fights. So it's starting to get a little bit hard to see what's going on, so... Oh, that was clever. We'll get that, because it's starting to get a little bit foggy in here. Now, we were saying about bosses before. The boss on this stage totally got turned up to 11. Oh, look what we found. Again, still not going to have enough time to get Supersonic. Okay. Also, this is assuming that hypothetically I'm going to get this first time. Oh no, Bert! I was looking at you, looking at your comment there, and I might fail because I was looking at your comment. Okay. It's okay. We've not totally ruined it yet. There is time to recover this. It's the usual catch-22. What do I concentrate more on? Getting my max speed up or getting my rings up? Rings. Okay. Let's We are going much faster now, which is a good thing. And now I'm not. No! I am not very good at this. Okay. Okay. There we go. Sorry, man. Don't worry about it. It's just one of those things. It's my fault. I chose to look at the screen when I looked at the screen. There we go. 3 out of the 7 Chaos Emeralds. I just don't know where enough of the rings are. That's the main reason I've not been getting them. Not that I'm good. I'm not very good at the stages. I've actually surprised myself at how good I am at the stages. Oh yeah, this is one of the... In this stage, there's a couple of submarines. This is one of those many submarines. Nothing really of note about the submarines. It's just a cool little addition to it. When you go into submarine, it takes you down into the stage, and then it'll throw us out at another part of the stage. Let's grab that. We could potentially get life number 20, which would be very, very appreciated. I don't think there's a part of the game where I particularly am going to really need them, but I would rather have them and not need them than vice versa. There we go. Oh, I didn't even see you. I didn't see you. Nobody invited you. Oh no. There we go. It's another one of the... I think this is the one at the bottom of the stage, yeah. If you go into this one, it gets you... didn't know about the subs in that level. Nice. This submarine I've just went in, John Scott, actually is the... You get an achievement for entering this submarine. Because there's 3 submarines in the level, and if you go to the one at the lowest point in the level, which is this one, because this is right at the bottom of the level. There we go. Oh! Oh, thanks for that. That was... we won't be getting that blue ring anyway. The blue rings are actually from Knuckles Chaotix. Just means that if I drop any of my rings, I will automatically get... if I pick up another one of my rings, I get 10 rings back. Okay. This is one of the most annoying bosses. They have turned this boss up tenfold. Okay. Don't shoot me. Just go above my head. I swear this boss is so difficult. I actually might put my hands up and say that this is the most difficult boss in the game. Now that they're gone, the boss is pretty easy. You're getting Freakazoid. Okay, that's great, Bert. Some context of what Bert's talking about. He's talking about getting a copy of the TV series Freakazoid. Ah, there we go. I was worried that I was going to lose a life there at one of the bosses. Freakazoid's a fantastic program. You should look up the YouTube video Freakazoid Knows How to Deal with Creeps. Personally, it's my favorite video. Lava Reef, fantastic music of this game. Level. Already got Recess. That's cool, Bert. Recess is an awesome series. So they just totally dealing with those spikes. We don't have to worry about them. And this is another one of those levels that's very guilty of if we get a certain elemental shield, we're pretty much not getting hit by anything. Which is not something that I want to, that I'm going to complain about. Now, one of the reasons I'm actually glad I haven't got a Supersonic is so I'm not just getting Supersonic and going through the motions, which is something that's easy done. Because when you get Supersonic, you just hit forward and nothing hits you. In fact, well, Supersonic does make platforming difficult. There we go. Okay. I want to run over here and get that. I don't think we've hit any points in the game yet, which has been a particularly difficult challenge. There you go. Down you go. Out my way. Not my problem. Okay. I think it's quite weird now how this stage has all these gates that say keep out and things like that. Again, this is something that wasn't in the original. I wonder what they actually serve as like a narrative to the narrative perspective, and they will of course mean something. Down we go. Ah, there we go. So now that the rings are coming to us, that's good. I would like to, if I get the chance, to find another big ring. Just don't quite have the reach for that. Just not quite the reach that we're... Oh, but we've got that. Which is great. 21 lives. I have lost a few lives, but there've been silly things here and there. Nah, we'll leave the... Oh, I was going to say we were going to leave the dinosaur, but apparently Tails had a different plan. So kind of need to use this so that we don't have to... Ow, no! So we don't end up having to walk across the lava, but then we get hit by the lava anyway. Move out away from these mole things. Do-do-do. Do you know what I would really like to see? I would really like to see Sega to do similar things that they've done with this, like with Christian Whitehead and I forget the other guy's name, which is probably not a very nice thing. To do it with some of their other franchises, perhaps. The one that I bring home to so many people, I literally preach this to anyone who's listening. Sega should hire the people from Bomber Games who made the Streets of Rage remake. They should hire them, get them to sell it, get them to make it, they publish it, and Sega will make millions and millions of dollars for that. Because I'll buy it, I'll happily buy it. I'll buy 2 copies of it just to tell you how much that I'm excited about it. Yeah, John Scott, I'll buy it on every console going. Collector's editions and all. I was worried that they weren't actually platforms I could land on for a minute. I think these have been the longest stages so far. Like, I don't think we've been in any stage for as long as 5 minutes yet. Any individual zone especially. The water shield, probably the most redundant shield in this zone, because it doesn't protect us from anything, I don't think. Maybe it protects us from those cloud guys, those weird stoner guys that are vaping all the time. I don't actually know the logistics of how to hit this guy, if I'm honest. Does he hurt himself? Do we hurt him? Is he, no! So, is he breaking away? Is his armor breaking away each time? Oh, that's great. I may lose at this boss. Oh, it is breaking away each time. Okay. So I've been getting hit for absolutely no reason. Okay, so I understand this boss now. There we go, and Tails done us a favour. Tails is the hero of the day. That's what Tails is. And everything's turned into obsidian. That volcanic glass of old. It's not really old, it's still a thing. It's like, what, 8:30 in the evening and I'm sitting drinking a coffee. Lava Reef Zone 2. Whoa. And whose fault was that? I think that was mine. Oh, so unfortunate, eh? Such a mysterious air about this zone. And I love it. It's awesome. Oh, we can go up this way. That's going to be game changer. Haha. Get that guy with the vape. This is a very, very windy road. Where do I go? Ah, up here. That's where I go. Fire myself up. Haha. What's round this? Oh, it's not worth the risk. No, I'm not going to... I'm not going to replace my fire shield for a water shield. Not in the fire zone. It'd be different if there was some water later on in the stage. Actually, how cool would that be if there was some kind of water, like a water ravine or something, and as the lava hit the water, it turned into the obsidian that you see, you know, the crystallized. That would be a really cool mechanic. Sega should totally use that for any kind of Sonic Mania 2 ideas they've got. Use that, add that to the list. Need a bit more spin on that. There we go. Ha! Got another shield. I don't like this. It's a little bit closer for comfort than I'd like. Okay. Oh, I was just trying to remember who the boss of this. Ow. So we're gonna do a blue sphere. I originally wasn't, but we are now. Got to love nothing these days. Sorry, have I missed a point? What's nothing these days? I may have forgot what something I said earlier on, so you may need to remind me. Gonna try and get the perfect on this, might as well since we're here. I actually have already perfected. I got perfect on every single one of these stages, and that took me forever. Because I'm not actually the best at these stages. I probably could have just jumped that, but hey. I'm sorry, I don't quite understand. So something I'm missing? Safety. I'm not sure what safety is. There we go, we've got the perfect so we can go back and try not to screw it up at the last second. There we go. We got that perfect, which is always a good start. And that got us a gold medallion, which means absolutely nothing in terms of the game. Well, within a single run it means nothing. Up we go. Oh, I'm surprised. That game should have counted that as a hit. I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. We're risking it. We might actually get another life as long as I don't do anything silly. There we go. But yeah, if I don't do anything stupid, and I can just get 4 more rings, please. Oh, this is where it only gives me 3, isn't it? And then it takes me to the boss. And it gives me 3 more rings and takes me to the boss. That's exactly what it does. Oh, but it does give me... There we go. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is the boss zone. Very, very interesting boss, this one. Oh, got hit by that. Thanks for that, Tails. The hero of the... Not worth the risk. Not quite sure how we're gonna do this guy. There we go. It's all about timing, isn't it? It's all about timing. Come on. Thanks for that, Tails. I'm like gripping onto that single ring. It's one of those single ring kind of runs, isn't it? I wish I could just see slightly off screen. I think it should only be 1 or 2 more hits. There we go. Oh, let's not stand underneath the raining fire. There we go. It's another one of the hard-boiled heavies down. 1 ring. The 1 ring to rule them all. At the end of the day, at the end of the stage, all you need is 1 ring. 1 ring is the difference between life, death, and everything. Metallic Madness. And if I recall, this is the last stage of the game. Isn't that exciting? Which I have to say, I did think it was a rather interesting choice for a final stage to the game, because it was the last stage of Sonic Mania. No, Sonic Mania. Of course it was the last stage of Sonic Mania. The last stage of Sonic CD. But it had some very, very 90s, but in its own right, the music for this stage is actually pretty awesome. You have to accept it as the fact that it was... this was during the boom of... the advent of CD-based gaming. And they were really excited because they could use real music, real fully recorded music. So they kind of like took what they could and went with it. Some really crazy stuff in the soundtrack of Sonic CD. But not necessarily bad, but definitely not necessarily good. Okay, so we've got this front-back perspective thing on the go. I wish Tails came with me and then I could have tried to fly over there. I don't think I've ever managed to get up there. What's with this Matryoshka doll thing on the go with these bombs? I'm going down here. Oh! This isn't the last stage of the game. I think there's one additional after this. Am I right there? Anybody, if anyone would like to chime in with whether there is an additional stage after this, I would be happy for your feedback. Let's just not go down that way. There we go. Haha. I hate those things. I need to start using my head hurts, man. How come? Can't say. To be honest, I don't think I completed this zone. Don't want to get crushed by that. Okay. There is an additional zone that I probably won't be able to play. Actually, I could... No, because I think I have to... I could potentially play it. Depending on how long it takes me. I am only able to stream for so long tonight. but we'll have a look to see where I'm at and when I'm at that place. What? What's going on here? Did I not just come? Okay. Down we go. I was confused. Onto the boss we go. And this boss is a reference to the final zone of Sonic 1, if anyone remembers that. But it's the final boss to Sonic 1 on steroids. But to be fair, it needs to be. Ah, I missed it. It needs to be because we have rings in this zone. The final boss in Sonic 1, it wasn't difficult. It was just tedious. It just took a long time. It happened 12 times. I'm pretty sure it was 12. Oh, that was clever. And it was fairly easy to happen 12 times, to be honest. Okay, so that's phase 1 down. So we broke his little red light thing that's been causing us all this trouble. So he comes out in every 4th one. Anyway, I think we've only got a couple more hits on him left. There we go, that was easy enough. I was close to getting One Piece last night. I remember that, Chaz. Yeah, that boss was like very... was a boss from Sonic 1, but also from Sonic 1 as well, you could hide down the side. Metallic Madness, Zone 2. Yeah, this is definitely not the last zone of the game because I remember this boss, the boss of this zone. And we also get to see Mini Sonic, which I'm so happy. Mini Sonic is my favourite thing in this game. And now it's got a weird perspective thing on the go. Foreground, background, and all that sort of jazz. Oh, there we go, Mini Sonic. You're getting frustrated and Papa telling you to cam it, or was it Gran? I don't really know the story you're trying to tell there, Bert. I was a very impatient child, so I can imagine I was getting very frustrated at many things. So you need to be a bit more specific about what we're talking about. Let's try not to run into that, because that would prove... And there we go, no more Mini Sonic. Back we go. Oh, didn't see those. There we go. Foreground again. Oh, there was a life there. How does that know that? Oh, I'm in the background again. Now I'm in the foreground. How is anyone ever supposed to keep track of this stuff? Ah. There we go. And we're Mini again. We do not want that, because that is Robotnik things. No! Ah, this is annoying. Get down here, Tails. Many Tails! Okay, I'm guessing there must not be any animation for Mini Sonic carried by Many Tails. I really need to get off the low route, because the low route seems to be... Oh! Let's not get crushed by that. Stay there. Over here. Oh, I thought that was me. It was Tails, though. Half of us, Sonic and you tried it out first and wouldn't let anyone play it until you completed it. If you're talking about Sonic 2, I actually never completed Sonic 2 until I was 18. That Death Egg robot was actually just something that It's funny because I got through the entire game without any trouble. Well, not without any trouble, but even as a kid, the game really wasn't a very challenging game for me. But I found that the Death Egg Robot, you had to happen in such a specific way, and I wasn't very patient. I'd get to that stage with like 30 lives, and then all 30 of my lives would be gone before I know it. I think we're near the boss. Think we are. There we go. Now this boss is interesting. He's actually like one of those gumball machines with the prizes in them. Every time we hit him, he drops a little prize, which is based off of a boss from Sonic 1 or 2, which is pretty cool. I think what we need to do is we actually need to like only release them a couple at a time, because they get you can get very overwhelmed very quickly. I see as I... The Amy dolls are the hardest to deal with. Now there's an achievement for this level which I'm going to be honest, you are never getting unless you play as Sonic alone. Where you have to actually beat you have to beat this boss without destroying any of those toy things. Okay. Oh, that's Robotnik out. That was easy enough. It was unforgiving. It really was an unforgiving boss. It was, I would say, probably one of the most unforgiving stages in a game. Not the most unforgiving, but the most unforgiving. This is the last stage, Titanic Monarch. I remember it now. I remember it well. You actually have to beat this. One of the achievements is beating this stage without taking any hits. Which is not as difficult as it sounds, because all you actually have to do is... Oh, I'm going to go up the way. All you actually have to do is go supersonic. And as long as you can say supersonic the entire way through the game, then you don't have to worry about the entire way through the level. Okay, I tell a lie, I got to at least this stage. This is actually the last stage, John Scott. There isn't any more stages after this. There is one of those mini stages, like Doomsday Zone style, where if you have all the emeralds, there's an extra part of the stage. Depending when I finish up and how long it takes me to get through these stages, I may see if I can get onto that on my save file with all of the emeralds, just for the sake of covering everything. But no, this is the last stage. Try not to get hit by that. That's a very unusual attack. I don't feel like it's a very helpful. That's not the word I'm looking for. A very effective attack. That weird. Okay. That weird geometric thing that I got caught in a minute ago. Okay. We want to up that angle. And up again. I think we got a chance to actually get an extra life here. Let's go up there. Follow the rings. The rings are definitely helpful. Tails, can I get a hand there? There we go. Suicide Robotnik. Sorry, let's go back and grab that, because this is Sparta. This stage actually is guilty of having a maze-like section later on. I think it might be level 2, which was something that I found a lot of older games done, where the last stage would just be like because they would just be really cryptic. Had anyone watching actually played all the way through Revenge of Shinobi, if you get to the last stage of Revenge of Shinobi, it's just a maze. You actually have to go through different doors with different combinations on them. Not combinations, but different icons on them. And they take you to different places naturally. The Butnick machine you were in. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think we might be near a boss. I've got boss feelings about this area. Okay. Do not get me with your geometric shapes. I want this to drop this way, please. So that way... I still get hit anyway. Well, so much for that. Okay. We may be pretty close to the end. Nah, we're going this way. Down this way we go. The game just totally faked us out there. There we go, that was easy enough. Okay. You just trying to crush us there, didn't you? You just try to crush us. And moral of the story, that's why I don't do accents. And... huh. I think I saw a life there. There we go. I feel like we're getting close to something. And we're getting close to something big. There we go. Oh, it's that boss again, isn't it? It's one of the ones from Sonic and Knuckles. The Death Egg, one of those Death Egg robot things. Okay. Now doing. It's another one of those rehashed bosses that have multiple phases. Which is almost like a cliche for this game at this point. Come on. Down it goes. 1, 2. So, now we've got to watch... Ah! Didn't even think that was a thing. There we go. That was easy enough. I didn't think just use tails. Like... it's just a story of everything. Like, every time I'm stuck at a boss, just use tails. Simple enough. Now, actually, I'd originally planned to finish the stream up at this time, so I'm going to finish this level just so that we can see this, over, because this is the final stage of the game, and it does have some... it does have some maze-like elements to it, so we've got that to look forward to, because we all know how good a navigator I am. Let's go this way. So this is where the maze elements come in. I think it's maze-like. It might be a case we just need to complete all of them. Sort of Mega Man boss rush style, even though it's just not a boss rush. Don't hit me with that. Don't! That's the first time I think that thing has ever hit me. No! Stop giving me a hard time. There we go. And of course I have to be crushed by this tiniest little thing. But I deserve that. I guess. Those are the things from, the weird pig things from, I forget the name of the stage already. So I guess, is this a harder but shorter route? That's what I feel like this is. Do you know what? I'm gonna... He's aiming Tails. Aiming for Tails. Aye, Tails can take the heat for me today. That's fine. Go with that. Poor Tails. And... And thanks for that. I feel like I've done this bit before. Deja vu! It is deja vu. Because I have been here before. No! Keeps putting me through the same section. So let's go down there. That is... So there are... I remembered maze-like elements for a reason, because there were maze-like elements to it. Let's get rid of you, because you're actually just not my pal. I don't like you. I wanted those coins, those rings. I'll tell you all about the coins, because you know how Sonic loves his coins. There we go. On to the next part. Ah. So, down here into this next one. Okay, so there is a certain way to get through each of these. So yeah, I think I understand how the level design works for this. There is a certain way that you're expected to perform everything. And until you do it, the level's going to keep looping. But it's very clear that it's looping. It's not one of those... it's not something that's quite BS about it. It doesn't expect you to know that it's looping. Okay, okay. I need to be very careful here, because it's very possible I could accidentally fall and have to do all that again. Don't want to have to repeat myself. There we go. Ah, you bastard! Okay, this might work. That worked. Oh, Tails is getting it. Okay, this is working. I love it when my brother's playing Sonic and references Mario, because everyone loves it. Everyone loves it when you get your references wrong. That's just the way you've got to do it. You know, my favourite game ever, Sonic Kart. Actually, surprisingly, Sonic and All-Star Racing is actually a game I really have a lot of time for. I've lost track of where I'm trying to go. It must be up. Okay. Must be that way. So I am trying to go up. There. I would like to think we have gone the right way. Thank you. Okay. On to this one. Please don't get me. Okay. Okay. I don't think this is where we want to be. We want to actually... what we want to do is we... Oh no, that is what we want to do. Whoosher. What's whoosher? It must be recharging there. I was wondering what that clicking noise was. No, that's not the way I wanted to go. I wanted to go the opposite of that way. I want to go the actual way to go. So much bouncing around. Those guys with the air packs on their back seems to be... Okay, let's go, go, go. It's hustle time. I think... this is the last one. So it has been closing the doors as we've been going. Okay, so it is sort of a... I can't really call it a boss rush. Let's call it a stage rush. Fuck you, Rangs. Who's Rangs? I probably shouldn't have... Okay, this is not the way this wants me to go. Okay, so there to there. Ha! Okay. Repeat. I have to say, as annoying as this is, it's very forgiving. It is just throwing me back saying, nope, not what you were looking for. Try again. This is not the stage you're looking for. There we go. I think we should be really close to the main villain now. No. That's okay, it's okay. It's like, every mistake we make, you would think at this point in the game that it should be punishing us. Like, profusely punishing us. But I feel like it's actually just doing us a lot of favors. It's frustrating, but the game is... Oh, and that's helpful. Okay, if you're ever lost, follow enemies or follow rings. Okay. There we go. And now, this will allow us to go into the warp zone. Onto the final boss of the game, which has some interesting elements, but it's very guilty of the gets easier as it goes. Oh, he hurt us. We probably want to try and keep a hold of as many of these as possible. Don't hit him while that's happening, and then we can hit him now. Just avoid him. He'll try and attack us. Grab them tails. And tails. I really... Okay, now this takes us to a zone where we take on one of the hard-boiled heavies. Which I'm going to take this opportunity to... We don't actually fight the hard-boiled heavies. We actually just avoid them. It's the main events with Robotnik. Okay. There we go. And this is how I'm saying that it gets easier as it goes. Because now it's one less of these cables to avoid. Okay, and we're going to get taken to another of the hard-boiled heavies, a special stage for them. This is the Shinobi one, and I do not know how to avoid this guy, so I just need to... I would actually say that I would have found him a better final boss. There we go. I at least managed to keep two rings. Doc OC. Who's Doc OC? That was lucky. There we go. I've got one ring, and we've got a bunch of more hits on him to do. Ah, there we go. Okay, this... I think we will be seeing the end of Sonic Mania tonight. But I just need to be careful. So we should get one more of them off him. And I think he's going to throw us away one final time. It's a shuriken, Chaz. No, I know it's a shuriken. Sure, you can. One last time, where are we off to? Spider-Man. Oh! Oh! So I want to go to wherever he's going. So, drop. Fire. Go on. Try and electrocute me with your one remaining. Okay, that was my fault there. I got a little bit complacent. There we go. So that there has been the final boss for Sonic Mania. Or at least, let's get out of here. As usual, we finish up by getting into the spaceship along with Knuckles. Are we going to be fast enough to outdo this? Okay. And there's Little Planet. For those of you who don't know, that's where Sonic CD takes place. So that's Sonic Mania. And we get to see the wonderful credits of it. So many awesome people were involved in this game. Anyone who hasn't played this game, I implore you, go and get this game. It will be worth it. You really need, even after seeing it, it's nothing like playing it. I want to thank everyone who's actually joined me on this journey to come through this, my streaming journey, which I'm looking at the stream and the numbers today, and it's much more stable stream than it has been previously. And I do thank everyone who's kept with me. It kept with me in terms of getting that up and going. But yeah, I don't think there is anything else to show after the credits, so I think I'm going to skip them and see what comes up. Oh, we can fast forward them, of course. So we don't have to miss anything. We're on the special thanks, which... Oh. This is the problem with big name releases. It's because there's so many people involved, it takes so long to go through all the names, which we really shouldn't undermine these people's efforts. There's a lot of effort goes in by many people. It's just when you start going through it and it says Neighbour's Doug. I do have a problem with learning about the neighbour's dog's name. Unless you're into dogs, in which case you might want to know that. Blah 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 blah. So many people involved in this game. So... Legal team, finance, online team, IT team, another IT team, HR, localization, marketing. Wow, there's so many people involved. Oh, Sega 2017. Let's try again. Yeah, you've still got the Ruby, the Master Ruby. But do you know, we'll take that for this stream. So that there has been Sonic Mania. I have played over the last couple of nights. I've played that in its entirety. Thanks a lot for following along, and as always, I have been Chastastic at Chastastic Gaming, and you have a fantastic day. Bye.